everybody, welcome back. It's Monday and you know what time it is. It's tea time. This week I'm going to be talking about AVAIL from Richmond, Virginia. I got into AVAIL back in the mid-90s. My friend Jason Miller had opened a tattoo shop called Precision Incisions, and I ended up joining a band with him and my friend Jeff, who was the piercer at the shop. So I hung out a lot in the shop up there, and Jason would always play like a couple of albums here and there on the CD player, and one that he played very frequently was Dixie by AVAIL, and I immediately fell in love with that CD. So this was like somewhere probably between 95 and 97. My brain's a little foggy on that. I fell in love with those guys at the shop. We hung out listening to that album all the time, and then I went back and I ended up picking up their earlier two albums before that, and then just stayed on track with the band as they kept going and new albums came out. Unfortunately, I never got to see AVAIL play, but my buddy Mike Taylor, he went to go see AVAIL in Pittsburgh one night in '98, and I said, please bring me back a shirt. I remember he had an AVAIL t-shirt with just the AVAIL logo on the front, and on the back it had the Dixie, it had the guy from the cover of Dixie, which actually I have tattooed on my arm, and I wanted one so bad, and I was like, get me one of those shirts, and he came back and he got me a shirt. I was a little disappointed. It was like his, but it was different colored, and it did not have the Dixie guy on the back. So that's alright, because I still got an AVAIL shirt, and I love Mike to this day for this. This is an awesome shirt. I always like this because AVAIL is just plain and simple. They've had the same logo, that varsity font. It's an awesome logo, and you just know it when you see it. Like most 90s shirts, the printing on this is very thick and very heavy, if you can hear that being scratched. So sometimes it's not the most fun shirt to wear on the hottest days in the summer, but on the back of it, this is where I got disappointed. On the back, it's got the '98 tour, which makes sense because the shirt that Mike had was probably a couple years old, and I didn't realize back then, you know, tour shirts usually change designs for every tour. So I didn't get a Dixie guy, but I got him tattooed, so that's cool with me. This is the only shirt that I have, and like I said, I've never gotten to see them play, but I am going to remedy that at the end of this summer. In August, my buddy Craig called me or emailed me and said, AVAIL's playing on the James River in Richmond, Virginia. Do you want to go? And I said, if you can get tickets, I will go. And a day or two later, he said, tickets are procured. I have bumped us up to a better level of seating, so I guess we're going to be closer to the stage. I don't know about this place where we're going, but it seems like fun. It's got Quicksand's going to be playing, Ceremony, Cave In, Screaming Females, and one other band that I can't think of the name of, but I'll put the flyer up here so you can check it out. I have a big love affair with AVAIL. They put out so much good music. They were East Coast punk rock, hardcore, I don't know what you want to call it. They're so fun. I've gotten to see Tim Barry do a couple of solo tours on his own. I've seen him with the Bouncing Souls twice. So that I thought was as close as I would ever get to seeing AVAIL since they were no longer a band. But when they did get back together a few years ago, I tried so hard to get tickets to that and was shut out. From the moment they went on sale, they were sold out. So I was very bummed. So when Craig emailed me and said he got us tickets to go see them in their hometown on the James River, I'm super excited because their album Over the James is another one of my favorite albums that they put out in their discography. Like Dixie and Over the James are my two favorite AVAIL albums, even though they put out so many good records, but those two are the ones that really stick. I'm super stoked to finally get to see them. So I may have to do another episode on this because I'm sure when I go to the show, I'm going to buy more AVAIL t-shirts. AVAIL is an awesome band. You need to check them out. If you don't know anything about them, look them up. I'm sure they're on Bandcamp. There's YouTube footage everywhere. There's websites, Facebook page. I will put all the links in the description so you can go and check them out. I think they put out like 7 full-length albums. I know there's a live album recorded at the bottom of the hill in San Francisco, which is a really, really good album. There's a lot of energy on that. They did a split with the Young Pioneers. I will put up photos so you can see all these albums and check them out yourself whenever you get a chance. But if you don't know AVAIL, you need to go check out AVAIL. And I am stoked for August. So, guys, until next week, I'll see you later, and I'll be back on Monday with another episode. Thanks.